everyone, it's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time around, we managed to make a decent amount of progress. What were we doing last time again? Let me just remind myself. Oh right, we were helping to out some Beast Tribe people before we got into more main plot. So now we're going to get back to that. It's time for Operation Archon to begin. You are welcome, Arbor Zem of the Scions. As communication officer, it falls to me to issue you your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwood and eliminate Prefectus Riatan Sas Arvina. All participating units are now in position awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Oh, this should be fun. I say that because this is like a part of the game that I know has changed greatly from when I first played it. When I first played it, this was your first 8-person trial coming up. But now I think it's been reduced to a solo duty. So you're Arbor Zem, the fearless leader of the elite adventuring unit. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Riatan Sasavina departed Castrum Ocidans a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target is aboard one of the vessels. Dispatch scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status reports. This is Atlion 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Atlion 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Atlion 3 here. We've got nothing for you either. Atlion 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait, disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Well, time to go in and demolish people. Attention all units. Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. First step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope for a victory will be lost. It is no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves. Together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions versus the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Ardbert, and bring us Riatan's head. May Ralgur grant you strength. Commence diversionary maneuvers. Try and stop me, bitches. My chocobo says, fuck you. I will fight the ones I have to fight, but... Alright, time to play what used to be jokingly referred to as the hardest trial, which is why it became a solo duty, I think. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the man who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By limiting me, you hope to undermine the garrison in Ostens. A bold strat to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for him. Send word to Castrum Ossidens. Tell them the Laminsons are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Baelsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as ever it did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? Desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. Under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we have never known. And he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea will be free from the shackles which bind him, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Baelsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth, such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellence, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for and a worthy adversary to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason... In the name of Lord Van Baelsar, I, Risen Sus Arvina, do swear to strike you down. I will summon, propose Lord Van Baelsar. Your feet will bring Lord Van Baelsar's solo conquest one step closer to the My shields are impenetrable. Let me show you a pass down in my home. Hold back your rope, neither shall I. So this is the strength of he who vanquished Titan. Bless aid you, my lord. I thought I ordered you to leave. Forgive us, my lord, but we couldn't let you face the enemy alone. You raised your arms to fate. Now we would fight with you. No, you bastard! Your conviction and courage will not be for naught. This I swear. Burning rage grants his strength beyond his limits. For victory revenge, I will strike you down. Shit. They were killing him on strength beyond his limit. Ignore pain, ignite rage, and fight with the fury of a wildfire. You'll have no mercy from me. This has actually been fun. When this was a trial, we usually done it so fast, we didn't really get to see any of the mechanics. So, it's nice getting to experience them. Yep, that's it. I think that's it. Oh, he's not quite dead. You are stronger than I had expected. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield. Mates, come on. I have you now. Okay, it's a raging inferno. No pain can loosen my grip. You will not escape. Rest in peace, then I shall Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord Van Baelstar! What even was that? You can occasionally let people know that he's fallen? That light. The Magitech transporter. Arbor, are you there? What news of Briaton? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of the light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Briaton Sasarvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Hurrah! Tis I. It seems you've done it again, Ardbert. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still a small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The occasion officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Look, Heidelin, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. Leaving the report out. The Prefectus slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Briaton. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath? That should prove they questioned his right. I can't speak for them, my lord. Beg pardon, lord, there's more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So, this is their answer. Yep. Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Oh, good. Teleport me over here. Scion Azem, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Arkham has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the other twin adder advances upon Castrum Orions. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if I plan to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin. You must take to the field once more. The immortal flame shall strike Castamere Adium by way of diversionary maneuver. While the Guardians are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech shield that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadows of Castamere Adium in northern Thanalan, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Frog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Oh, seems we have another mission here as well. Eorzea, yours is the most welcome presence here in Camp Blue Frog. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castamere Adium at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in Bobby, their minds are anywhere but. The garrison's mood is dark, so daunting as the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. The heroes such as you walking among them may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. Jazam, I mentioned I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessary laborious task to be asked of you, in the presence of heroes such as you walking their midst would no doubt serve to restore in them a measure of morale. So I ask of you this. Make your way to the Cerulean processing plant and report General Bound once you have arrived. Godspeed, Lieutenant Zem. Our troops are counting on you. As we speak, our garrison prepares to march, leaving the watchtowers undermined. We mustn't let the Guardians out of our sight, nor forget we are theirs. Thus I would ask you to stand sentry and see to it our flags fly high for all to see. It'll probably just be, well, this one, I imagine. The other one looks to be up high. We'll see how it goes, though. Yep, there it is. Whack. I hate when I fall in awkward places. There we go. This is up on a little hill. I'm hoping no enemies attack us here, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's that mission done. A short little side mission. So your watch ends. Mayhap you spied only goblins, but who can say what unseen perils might have assailed us were you not there to keep watch. As long as we stand in the shadows of Castamere Adium, we must remain ever vigilant. Danger lurks in the Dalaman talons as the wind whispers the presence of grenades. No petty pests to purge, but the price of pain pays a price. Grenade claws. Modified with the reagent's exact medicinal effect, I do know it serves to pacify my alchemist. Effect alone I deem invaluable. We will certainly need salves in the day ahead. When you have slain the grenade and collected its claws, I would ask you to deliver it to members of the directory. Hopefully the person I meant to see about this is actually in the cerulean plant. Also, I'm curious about something. This okay, yeah, I see how that works now. Aluminium. Stopped sound and just startled myself. Forget how loud this can be at times. Don't care about the fate failing. And good, the person I need to speak to is in fact at the power plant. Hopefully it'll be the end of the quests. Side quests in this area, but we'll see. No, I'm afraid this won't do it all. How is one from pumping without reagents? I can't simply make something out of nothing. Balls are thought to contain the same flammable gases, non-wise of fluids and grenades, therefore extreme caution recommended. That's a great one, just when I've run out. Good to know my pleas to Fold were not entirely vain. I shall tend to the task of formulating potions at once. On behalf of several lives, you say bringing me this, and thank you. I formulate a potion as promised. A little good will do. They do the world sitting here. Skirmishes with Guardians grow more frequent by day, and with them grows the number of needless casualties. Do not claim aim. We might save every soldier. Every life lost to a wound less than fatal is to be lamented. In other words, go do something. I'll speak to Reborn on the way. Well, if isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise spirits. Fortunate with seeing that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and pity that they have yet to even notice you have arrived. Might I ask you to make a round and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirits falter? I had a mind to do it myself, but I'm quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same with Eorzea. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. Guardians are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked as my name day. We'll go and administer the potions and then finish the main story one. Alright. Injured people saved. Get psyched. Yes, I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. I'm also getting hungry. I think when I hit the 1 hour mark, I'll go see about how long dinner's gonna take when I put it on. Your stirring gesticulations have reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. Ah! My Ralder, without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. Thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. Hopefully it won't be necessary. Ah, but that reminds you, the tale is that there is one other matter. Prior to launching our Final Fantasy, we will be conducting a series of special training exercises centered on common combat maneuvers and their telltale markers. I thought you might fancy a spot of warming up before we face off against the Garleans. So the liberty of applying for clearance on your behalf. Yay! New exercises. Which I will go do before we continue the story. You ever killed the flames of courage that burn with it in our brave men and women's hearts. And for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. Reborn awaits your Castro Meridiana. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust you are up to the task. Godspeed, said the fact that we're a lieutenant. I do want to get promoted further at some point. I'm pretty sure we can get promoted all the way up to captain. Which will be nice. We alchemists don't like the fragile thing. A precarious matrix of exigencies and resolutions sewn together by delicate thread of time. Fate determines the value of a life-saving potion to a soldier you save, yours with a merciful hand of fate. Once a fighting man like those you saved today, alas, no guardian spirit visited me in my hour of need. My contributions to the battlefield have been since confined to those which I concoct here in my laboratory. I take solace in saving others from such a fate as mine. It is by your brave hands that I am able to do so. I am Road Fastmore, one who has already done so much, but rarely do I have a chance to meet such a reliable adventurer. Winds of change will constantly here on the floor, flying flames of war to burn ever faster through my stock of reagents. Physically, I have urgent need of Armin corneas at the moment, and in fear I have no other I can ask. Might trouble you procure these for me? Yeah, sure, that's an easy enough one to get hold of. And that's what, just kill 2 Araman? We can do that. How we know how to perform the surgery to remove the cornea, who knows? My character just has a lot of weird skills. That don't unexplain where they come from. Hopefully turning us in will be it as far as the side quest chain in this area is concerned. Because Next we'll go and unlock Castrum Meridianum, but before we run it, we'll do a quick trip elsewhere. Magnificent, precisely the reagent I've requested. Appearance is far from appetizing, I'll give you, but trust that its medicinal efficacy more than makes up for it. This small sample shall suffice to synthesize a goodly amount of coagulant, which serves to stem bleeding. I cannot but hope that an end to bloodshed comes before an end to salve does. There we go, that's it for that side quest. Now we go to see about breaking into the castle. Ooh, do I have any other titles? Nope. I like the one that we're using. Also, we're truly finished the hunt there. Yeah, we are. Every single class. And literally, I think the only way we get more class stuff would be if we were to more hunting as if we changed which group we're with. A hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison, even our greatest battle yet. Hammons of the Ends. Let's commence the briefing at once. Some of our allies. We should stand up there with them, really. But I get why we don't. We're not part of the leadership. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castrum Orions, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Obsidians and Castrum Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Reports tell us that the Guardians offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ill. With Ossians, Marinum, and Orions thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the order of Twin Adderleys to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force, Castrum Meridian. Den of the Black Wolf. Damn, he's tall compared to everyone else. My fellow Eorzea, I am Infelia, mistress of the scions of Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, but they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there will be little to distinguish one from another. The rich variety of our lives will give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world. But they can be transcended. Barely we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Eorzea. You all know him as the man who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the ultimate weapon. We Scions know it differently, however. We know him as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf. A true hero who has ever blazed the path for us to follow. Why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for him. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridianum as to afford our various comrades the time we need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the ultimate weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Iron Sea. Know, though, that we are praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades! For Eorzea! For Eorzea! Go now, Arbor, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Yep, there's Castor Meridianum. Now, before we go into Castor Meridianum, I'm going to see about this training regimen that we can take up. It would be good if I could get it done before we go into the Castrum. I think this is also where a lot of the markers that are standardized across all expansions becomes more known. I was expecting it. The Adventure Guild asked to assist with the new training course for the Alliance. I noticed you have yet to complete all the trials on offer. Being so bold, I strongly recommend doing so, so knowledge gained from them will surely pay off, no matter where the fair winds take you. How do you reach the first place? Yes. React to attack markers. React to floor markers, and react to advanced visual indicators. Yep. We'll do it as our current class. Because this is apparently a joint thing, so it'll be good to see it for everything. Welcome, Master Zed. In this training exercise, we will have you carry out a variety of common evasive maneuvers. My agent here will serve as your opponent. Try to get a sense for oncoming attack and handle them accordingly. Take your starting position when you are ready to begin. As you doubtless know, no few magics strike a wide radius around a given target. The marker of such an attack will often look like this. Okay. If you sense that you've been marked, you do well to move away from your allies so that they aren't caught in the blast. Danger is greater still if an ally is targeted at the same time. Stand too close to one another and you will suffer double the impact. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Allies. Cool. Bravo, Master Zem. Start the exercise, take your starting position. Okay, this is going to be a group up. Our next exercise features a strike so powerful it cannot be endured alone. Allow me to demonstrate its mark. Should the enemy perform such an attack, you and your allies must stand together in order to weather it. Upon sensing this marker, locate its target and make your way there as quick as you can. Let the exercise begin. Fencing in 3, 2, 1. Bravo, Master Zem. Among your adventures, Undertake found that these are known as stack markers. Rings on to my ear, but I suppose it matters not. I like the acknowledgement. Sounds like has to take your starting position. I like the actual acknowledgement of the fan names for these things. Because a lot of these things didn't have a name at first, but got them later. Next we will look at a lethal variety of attacks that none but a tank can handle. Behold its marker. I recognize this one. It's, yeah. Remember, only the tank is put to survive below this magnitude. Any other progress blast won't be left standing. Now, for proper demonstration, position yourself so the tank will shield against the strike alone. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Bravo, Masters. These attacks pack quite a punch. Should it fall to you to deal with it, you do well to employ what abilities you have to lighten the damage. Start the next exercise, take your starting position. Next, let us practice how to handle a more persistent threat. Take note of this marker. Okay. What will follow is a chain attack to chase you doggedly. You must stay on the move, all the while keeping away from your allies. Let the exercise begin. 3, 2, 1. Spectacular work. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me if you'd like to attempt my final challenge. Now that you've learned the basics, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Overcome this final challenge, your training will be complete. We will now begin the final challenge. Once you're prepared, take your starting position. This is going to be a proper fight, isn't it? Allow me to test all that you have learned thus far. In this exercise, you'll face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Grasp of combat tech is commendable indeed, Master Azem. Okay. Masterfully judged. You handled that flawlessly. Precisely what I had hoped to see. Yay, I'm pleased you took the lesson to heart. You handled every last threat with finesse. It is a pleasure that I declare you have passed the challenge. Yay! First one done. Alright, second one. We have done every... Oh. There are additional ones for tank that I haven't done, apparently. I may have to do those later. React to floor markers. I want to do these simply for the fact that there's a special reward for completing all of them. Welcome, Masters. On this training exercise, we will have you carry out a medley of cutting-edge tactical maneuvers. My agent here will serve as your opponent. Try to get a sense of her oncoming attacks and handle them accordingly. Take your starting position when you are ready to begin. Okay. First, let's get knockback attacks. The marker will look like this. As soon as you sense it, you will have a few moments to position yourself before you are pushed a set distance from its point of impact. For this exercise, I have placed a ring of lightning through around the arena. Your goal is to position yourself such that you won't be sent hurtling into it. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Did it. Bravo, Master. Then start the next exercise. Take your starting position. Alright, what's the next one? While we're at it, let's review a common variant. Take note of this marker. Ah. Unlike last time, I don't recommend you stand directly in the center, but unless you receive a more painful blow to the skull. And so once more times you avoid being thrown into the light. Where will you stand this time? Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Best bet is as close as possible. Bravo, Masters. To start the exercise, take your starting position. Okay, what's the next one? Next, we'll demonstrate a proximity attack. Its marker pulses outward like so. With these, the closer you are to its point of impact, the greater the damage you stand to take. Thus, whenever you see that ominous light pulsing along the ground, I advise you to distance yourself as much as possible. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Barely a scratch there. Sometimes the simplest solution is to get the hells out of there, so to speak. Start exercise, take your starting position. Okay. Next, let's move on to tower tactics. This type of attack is one that must be endured rather than avoided. See a tower marker? If no one stands inside to weaken its impact, the entire party will suffer a devastating blow. Therefore, one person must volunteer to take a tower, shielding the rest of the party from far greater casualties. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. We just take one. Yay. Bravo, Master Zem. Start exercise, take your starting position. Okay. Let's cover a variant of tower marker. Again, one of you will need to stand inside to protect the others. Okay. Lest you forget, if the tower goes unoccupied, the entire party will pay the price. In this case, you must ensure you are standing within the bounds of the circle before the arcane orb strikes the ground. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Spectacular work. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me if you'd like to attempt my final challenge. Now that you've learned the basics, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Overcome this final challenge, your training will be complete. We will now begin the final challenge. Once you are prepared, take your starting position. Allow me to test all that you have learned thus far. In this exercise, you will face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. Let the exercise begin. Let's do 3, 2, 1. No. I didn't know which one they were all going to. Massively judged and handled that flawlessly. Okay, in this case with 2 of them either side, that's better. Okay, precisely what I'd hoped to see. One last push until the end. I'm pleased you took the lesson to heart. You handled every last step with finesse. It was a pleasure to play you past the challenge. Yay! I was expecting this. Last one, and when we do it, we get the Neophyte Ring, which increases experience gain when level 60 or below. Hey, that'll be useful. It's also a ring that can replace the brand new ring. Never been to do for a while. Welcome, Masters. In this training exercise, we will have to carry out even more advanced tactical maneuvers. My agent here will serve as your opponent. Try to get a sense for her oncoming attacks and handle them accordingly. Take your starting position when you are ready to begin. For your first exercise, I'm going to demonstrate the proximity technique. It's Its marker looks like this. Okay. When entangled with one of these, to remain near the enemy is to risk suffering a painful strike. Instead, use what precious few moments you have to retreat until the tether's magic weakens. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So that's what that means. Cool. Start an exercise, take your starting position. Oh look, a grenade has been summoned. Before we move on, there's another type of tether attack I wish to cover. Take note of this marker. Ah yes, I know this one. Unlike proximity tethers, these can be intercepted at will, allowing you to sustain a blow on another's behalf. For this exercise, let's suppose your enemy intends to detonate a bomb. To prevent a lethal explosion, your only recourse is to shield the bomb yourself. Let the exercise begin. Bravo, Master Zen. That one is typically the one that big tanks do. To start an exercise, take your starting position. Next, I'll teach you how to defend against the gaze attack. Behold its marker. I think I know this one. We've encountered a few enemies who have it before. Yep. And that marker. When spells cast, all those facing this direction will suffer some manner of unpleasant effect. In this case, petrification. Fortunately, the solution is simple. You need to turn away from the moment and neutralize its effects entirely. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Look away. Literally, that's all you have to do. Bravo, Master Zen. Start an exercise, take your starting position. Alright, what's this one gonna be? For your next exercise, let's discuss status effects such as poison paralysis, and more importantly, the curing thereof. While there are many variants of combat ailment, a fair few can be swiftly relieved with estrogen. This exercise lets you evade the attack as soon as the Suna has done its job. Let the exercise begin. Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Spectacular work. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me. I'd like to attempt my final challenge. Now that you've learned the basic, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. To overcome the final challenge, your training will be complete. We will now begin the final challenge. Once you are prepared, take your starting position. This should be fun. And it plays like a proper boss fight. Allow me to test all that you have learned thus far. This exercise will face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. Let the exercise begin. 2, 1. Alright, next one. Just take one. I think in most boss fights they have that kind of tether. It's usually just the one. That common attack as well. Yeah. Move in, then look away. Not, I can cure you. At least they save themselves for last. I know what amnesia does. I'm pleased you took the lesson to heart. You should have read. You've done it. Realize every threat. With practice, position you say you can pass the final challenge of flying colors. Yay! And now we got a special ring that's gonna boost our experience gains. I'm gonna go ahead and equip it to every class. Oh right, I haven't set up the portrait for this one, have I? How silly of me. Huh. Okay, well, basic background would be... Okay, so firstly, the preset would be... Where's the DP? Preset is DPS. The background would be semi-simple. Zoom out so we can see a character. Switch to standing pose 9. Turn so we can get a good view of the weapon. Move ourselves up. And pause motion. Save. Yay. We can also do the same with Red Mage. We do DPS, the background so the gradient would be simple Red Mage. Zoom out to see the character, standing position 9. Move up a little bit so we can see everything. Pause. And... oh, I almost forgot. I need to have a smirk on my character's face. Instead of a blank expression. Alright, then Bard. Same story, just update your weapon. Summoner. Red Mage. what is Samurai have in a second? Okay, something over group light ring. Fair enough. Then this for Paladin. And finally Warrior, which is the class we're going to be running the dungeon as. Oh! That's nice. With the brand new ring no longer attached to anyone, I can finally put away one of the sets in the glamour dresser. I've been meaning to do this for a while, actually. Brand new cuirasses. Yay. Alright, now we want to get up duty support. Because we're going to run Castrum Meridianum. With help of a Conjurer, a Thaumaturge, and a Lancer. Oh! One from the Serpents, one from the Flame, and another from the Serpents? Why do we not have 3 different ones? I mean, it would be good if we had different ones. Let's see. What could we do to make it so that it's different? I mean, the only thing I can think of is if I play as a Scholar or White Mage instead, but... Wah. Oh well. Let's go for it. This dungeon's changed a lot since I first played it anyways. I mean, I've played it since the changes. But still. Alright. This is Sid. To review, our goal is to deactivate the Magitech field. If you create diversion, let's say we lost havoc and all sorts of the field generator. go. And now for the boss. More soldiers. That's all the enemy here. All attack. More soldiers. Potential cost to go right. That's immediately important. Take out the police. Reinforcements. We need more reinforcements. Arbor, how are you faring? Reach the dead end, you say? I believe I know where you are. But it's supposed to shoot nearby. Find it and jump in and you'll emerge in a different sector. Arbor, the assault crafts are near. Watch out for incoming fire. No point in me trying to go for a really drop harder. Yeah, what I recall from the original version, this area, the first big change I remember happening to this map is there used to be there were multiple shield generators for you to break. One of them you blew up by going down a side path in this area. But when they added duty support, they decided to streamline this particular dungeon a bit and remove that, which makes sense because, I'll be honest, the new version gets you through a lot faster. They also removed a lot of the tough stuff that used to be present. Did it. Why they all go to the furthest point. They were safe already. Oh, goody. One moment. I'll be making food after this dungeon, okay? Locate the controls for space. Moment while I disable the barriers. I'm also pleased to say I found a suit of armor. Press on. I'll meet you just ahead. Okay, I think... Because the others aren't really using their AoEs. Come on, field generators should be just up ahead. There it is. Keep the enemy occupied while I take it out of commission. Okay. Diverting all power to cannons. My lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess. The Echo. Naturally, I could not help but wonder whom this prince among men might be. Only discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. In spite of this, the masses hold you their champion and shower honors upon your head. It defies all reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Rieta. While I will not speak, truth be told, I couldn't care less how you have done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you are allowed to continue, will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius. You cannot have him. His dreams and ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine. Do you hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. I will kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. Pain I have shall visit upon you 100-fold. Break the sword out. That was actually the best. We did it. No, it's happening all over again. Oh, I can... Please, I can't bear it. Don't take him away from me. My Lord Gaius! Another poor fool who craved Gaius' affection over all else. May her soul know rest. It is a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend, one for which I will happily give thanks. And thanks to your fine diversionary work, we've succeeded in bringing down the generator tower, and with it, the Magitech field. The way Praetorium now lies open. The only problem is, we can't reach it on foot. Nay, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at the cerulean processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Albert. The final confrontation awaits. Yay. Oh, I think I have enough for another piece of jewelry. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the ultimate weapon lies open. Time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castrum Meridianum and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden. You're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that can see this deed done. And we're with Connie are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, you must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who value their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value as naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must. You hear me? Now, best you're off. We have work to do, the both of us. See that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you at the Enterprise's cerulean processing plant. May Ralgo grant you strength. Level 150, which probably means it'll remain relevant until we hit level 60. Or that's the adjusted item level, and it actually has a much higher item level. But that will only become relevant once we hit level 60. At which point we'll probably get a replacement for it anyways. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you can only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal crippling blows to the Empire's hope of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would not dare to move against us. Barring discovery of further elegant doomsday devices, that is. Let's be on our way, Arbor. Gaius and his plaything await. Alright. Once more, we are going to use duty support for this one. So, but before we do, I am going to teleport over to Mordona and claim a bit of jewelry. Because we might as well have better jewelry going into the final battle. Let's see, we need the Bracelet of Bending. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go into be right back for a moment because I have to go put dinner on. But it should take long enough to cook that by the time I get back, we'll be able to finish Praetorium before it's ready. So I will be back soon. And I'm back. Let's see how far we can get into the Praetorium before food is ready. And yeah, we are going to do it as a warrior. Or, yeah. I committed to doing these 2 dungeons and the trial and duty after as a warrior. Because that's what we had vision when we started the game. I know it's just because of the class we chose at the beginning, but still. So, here we are. The ultimate weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. This is it, my friend. Here it is. If you care to take the fan, I'll follow after I've had a look around. Days when this area would... People would just charge through these areas, going from teleporter units to teleporter units, ignoring all the enemies in the way. They took that way in favor of making it more like later dungeons, which is for the best, really. attacking different enemies. That's what it feels like. I wish these cutscenes were voiced. Gaius. Ah, Sid, my boy, you are late. There is something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project on the day it killed him. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in his thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhap sensing something was amiss, your father confided to me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early on in your career, you realized that while you had a talent for devising armament, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes. Thought touched it. He was a changed man for it, though. He could not let it show. You ripped open walls in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Emperor's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny. I assure you, it lies not with the Empire. A pity. What of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your power joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in a lasting peace. No, I can expect no better answer than this. So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to be let to remain. Creating a new version of Colossus. With an energy blade this time. Or at least the edges of it are made out of energy. Run, sit, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Guys, wait. Damn it. Examine the equipment for intelligence. Press on. I'll let you know if I learn anything. Well, would you look at this? It's the armor we borrowed for our mission at Castrum Sanctuary. If this isn't fate, I don't know what it is. Go on, strap yourself in and raise hell. Oh, God. In fairness, it does make sense that they aren't getting in. Like, each suit of armor is the same suit. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a moment to go sort out food. Then we'll resume this, so I will be right back. Right. I'll nibble on my food. During cuts. Well, I can't during cuts since I have to bring some. That bloke was supposed to be a special ally, extremely tough. Ordinary fire will leave a mark, I'm afraid. We invite all power to the magic can, as I did at Castro Meridianum. The armor's core is like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if you want to press on. Listen well, press the control, engage ancillary, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Poor Maggie. You're a naturalist, alright? The way's clear. It's just you and your own 2 feet now, so be careful. You look so sad about Maggie. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Yeah. Garland, old friend, how warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunus of the 14th. It was you all this time. Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the Academy, I have been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measures, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You are admired as the young prodigy simply because your father is the master Midas nan Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your repute is gained credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. Wow. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate. I, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I see all reasonable expectation, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Sid nan Bloody Garland. Damn. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not which what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. If Lord Van Vale saw fit to offer you a place at his side, on this in spite of your betrayal, did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him all these years? Why, no, he did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Balesar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima weapon. In my magnum opus creation that will win me the recognition I deserve. You won't stop it. Nero, what are you... Sorry, I got distracted there and didn't read it properly. Sorry. Ever since I first set foot in these benighted lands, I have watched you. Every move you have made. Every step you have taken. You have felt icons, a feat made it possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. There's little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. My desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima weapon. Love is weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Velster will surely take notice. Besides, this Garland's achievements will be as a child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Oh! Fuck. Damn. Was I not? Damn it. Forgot to put back into a live scene. I do apologize. You've all missed out on the visuals of that entire day. Well, no going back now. I will lay Garland low, but first I must break them. My creation, you might find a hand. up again. This changes nothing. The ultimate weapon is activated, brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? Mm-hmm. North Nero fled? Damn it. Instant prior to blackout, the instruments take a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. Since the 20th have completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. Our hands sick and spare are hastening this way even as we speak. Likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the ultimate weapon. I should warn you. The chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. It's bound to be heavy interference. But if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright?
Control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the ultimate weapon.
Yep. I wish all of the cutscenes in these dungeons have been fully voiced rather than just the last one. Been so much better.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
And here's Gaius.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Eorzea?
Do you believe in Eorzea?
Yes.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not?
Not really.
Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan to grovel at their feet.
Good question.
The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
I truly believe so.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule.
Oh, this is why I called him the Gold
It is
Power
only
Ranger.
right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
I would love to know the actual lore behind this golden state. You know what, they train with Frieza or something? This ends here, flexible.
Know your place.
You mean getting you to a bloody pulp?
Come, we shall see and finish what was started. Will not yield to me.
probably all they did was justice for doing support, or to give us more time.
Eorzea is mine by right.
Sure it is. We win.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
Well then. That's a praetorian. Should get a cutscene now of us entering the final room of the place. Unaccompanied, of course. Yep, there it is. Ultima weapon.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
I love how they deliberately use camera angles to not show the inside of the cockpit. Because then they'd have to try and figure out how to make it conform to Gaius's body. Ooh, here we go. This is gonna be fun. I wonder, it'll probably be the Lancer that'll get the LB3. Considering they're a melee DPS. More damage.
Bear witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon.
Before this playthrough. Very subtle compared to how other my foes darkness cannot steal. Thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Fervent hope shines. What is this light? Ah, there goes light. Tight essence toward the ultimate weapon. Still not, still harvest light upon the light. No point doing any special attacks now. Counter. Once more, Christopher, look to the light and anger the darkness. As well? Impossible. Well, weapon is not specialized on power yet. Yeah, but now it's got time on. Alright, the thing that matters. So this is the strength of the Archon. Very well, let's see how far how this is going. Not one many of you, but Ash. You'll not start with the child, great of crystal with all life. How are you doing?
enemy still stand? Can his strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Eorzea.
Of course he's here.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
Yep.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Archon.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Eorzea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Archon.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power.
Yep, here comes Ultima.
From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Goodness for our shield.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
Oh, Heidelin, it seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belzar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Archon.
Will you?
But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Ooh, here we go. up the difference was shown by got blasted. And lost his gold charge.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Weapon. Ooh, ooh. Yep, that's the same kind of face we made when we had to leave Maggie behind.
Pathetic.
God damn it, La Habrea. Get out of Tancred's body.
You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man.
I love how we can just float it down, but nope, teleport.
The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition.
Okay.
Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
Originally, both the trial we just did and the fight we're about to do against La Habrea were parts of Praetorium, but now they're their own thing. Let's battle for the ultimate weapon. Here we go.
It is past time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light.
That was solo duty. It's going to be a lot more fun as a result. I have yet to actually do a solo duty, so in terms of how this goes. Sickest I will deal with this person.
Be gone!
don't like it on the temple. Go for it. Yeah, it's definitely more fun without the near instant kill that comes about when we were doing this as part of the oh shit. Shall we use true magic? Fires of rage and rise. Oh shit. Kill these fast. Power up fully. Oh, Death Ball, of course. Why not? Yours was always a vain struggle. Surrender not my child, look thee to the light, and receive of the power to banish the darkness. Where fervent hope shines forth the light. That you should still have strength to fear. Damn you, Heidelin. No, man, blessing, I know you're a perfect. Be gone! Darkness possible. You are strong. Yet know that I am strong to the within, the flesh on the side. Marco doesn't know that it is night that banishes darkness. Let's take him somewhere else. Just vision, but with a
If
different
thou
color.
wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
Eorzea. Expunged.
What?
Yep. We cast you out of Thancred's body because fuck you. Here's Heidelin in all of her glory. This is great. Oh, yeah, all of our friends. Everyone who's helped us along the way. Screaming as they chop each.
A light. It binds them. They are too many.
Yeah, get me Let's grab Thancred and go home. The dark crystal that it was on him is shattered, and we have him back. Though he is gonna feel guilt-ridden over this whole scenario. Get out of here. This whole place is coming down. Maggie! Did you have a nice nap? Yeah, love you too, girl. Let's get going. Like a Thancred. Yep, throw it on the pack. Oh, everything's blowing up. I guess it's still alive.
And so my conquest ends, Cid. In smoke and ashes.
Maggie, faster!
Hear, feel, think.
She wants to speak to us.
Warrior of light, beloved son. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit.
Damn right it did.
Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart.
You do good work.
From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth.
And
Blessings and joy be upon
to us,
thee.
it looks like she's leaving, but nah, she's just sending us back home.
Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
Alright.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
He's still in there.
Sid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm
Damnation!
He's fine.
He's going to make it, I know he is. Ida is right. We must have faith.
Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
He must have gone out when our fight with Gaius
Please,
began.
Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Yep, we're fine. The fire is trying to catch us. But Maggie says, fuck you.
Our Warrior of Light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with him!
Yep.
Thank the 12!
Thank Hydaelyn. Welcome home. You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns
Here's the
there,
credits.
Manbull.
For Realm
Mayhap
Reborn.
when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless,
At least they got him out of those robes.
for now we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
All the different voice actors.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victory serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth, to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The seventh astral era is come. And thus is ours a realm reborn.
Woo! Victory! Or at least, you'd think it's victory. But it's really not. Because, you know, certain enemies are still running around, causing problems. Oh. We can actually speed it up. Overall, Realm Reborn was a lot of fun. And I don't know what else to say. Like, it was long. All the expansions that would come later were significantly shorter. But that's to be expected. This Realm Reborn is the first 50 levels of the game. And every expansion after it has added 10 more. But yeah, it's so long. Like, I'm pretty sure when we get into the later expansions, I am going to get through them a lot faster. But there won't be nearly as many parts, I would hope. Oh look, a boss we haven't yet fought. Because Odin doesn't become available until post Realm Reborn. Same story with a lot of other content. I actually look forward to getting into the post Realm Reborn content and moving on to the later expansions. It's gonna be fun. I forget sometimes how old some of the songs are. I don't think I really paid attention to this song when I first listened to it in the credits. But yeah. How different characters we met and interacted with. And the fact that they've recreated so many of the visuals for certain parts from the original. I kind of miss the story of the base. I would love to experience it someday. Like, I get why we got a Realm Reborn, why it had to happen. I mean, I think that it wouldn't be good if they found some way to let us watch the cutscenes of the original. Like, even if it was something as simple as, I'm trying to think of it myself. Like, just add a side quest where you talk to somebody, and then you get an echo vision where you talk to one of the warriors. Where if you're a returning player, you talk to yourself from before the reset. Or if you're not a returning player, you talk to either a projection of Louis Wong or a projection of one of the default character. And then you get and then they just basically tell you, hey, if you're ever curious about what happened before the Umbral, the seventh Umbral calamity, allow me to give to, well, just read through it tells you basically that you can watch the cutscenes, however they would decide to phrase it, to make it sound like an in-universe sentence. Like, it would be good. I think it would be great if they could find some way to make that into lost media. But it probably won't happen. It's one of those things that's a product of its time. Come on. These credits are long. You can't speed them up any more than I already have. Come on. You can't skip the credits either, as far as I'm aware. Oh. You can, actually. So these are all the people who played the original game. Because they had to acknowledge them in some way. Special thanks. Okay, there we go. To the actual cutscenes. Credits are nice, but let's not sit through them on stream any longer than I want to. Oh, Echo Vision. What are we gonna see? Ah, yes. A corrupted version of Hydaelyn. The evil god for which our enemies are attempting to summon.
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
A good question.
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Delightful. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, the Ascians meet up.
As Bahamul move.
Bahamut stirs.
One Azaz move star.
Eorn. They have actual faces.
Fanzar Lokpai ki Hats Aldorn Zur Ukudorn.
But of when?
We next starve Chemu. They only cause the pause right ball.
To the one true God. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. Well, here's all of our friends. We better finish the dust. We get applauded. Another cutscene. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation of the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. The fine song suggests that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history. 5 years ago, to be precise. Should I could think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all to our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Yet our struggle continues, and we need to know you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us. Together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Flying unlocked! Yay! You can now fly while mounted in Eorzea, Fanaland, the Black Shrub, Kurthus, Central Highlands, and Mordona. To take flight, simply jump while mounted. Oh, and that one was obtained from the main scenario quest. So I think that one can be added to our favorites. As need of your talents for a re-emerging karma problem. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, to its seam, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Almaljaviks and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Basically means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. The previous incarnations were seen as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the ultimate weapons made an appearance. You'll remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordor do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe, yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable of these primals than you. You gonna take this mission, Albert? No. Then my thanks. Truly do not know what we do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Albert. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures has left me feeling powerless. I want to be stronger. That I might do right by my fellow Scions. Instead, I cause you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back in the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Eorzea has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. I'm gonna go ahead and switch classes. Because between all the classes we have, I'd rather the others get a chance to shine. So we'll go with White Mage for the next bit. Albert, it pleases me to see you happy. Do excuse me for interrupting, Bert. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports, has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tatro. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we have hit Gaius von Baelsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage will empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Valdesian colleagues have been generous beyond measures, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I don't mean to burden you so. It's alright. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They like to have their own opinion on this matter. recall, you are meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Vincent sent word of the summoning of Titan. Mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Mervib that her people had broken their treaty with the Kobolds and the Beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke in truth, in short the truth. And before I speak it, because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons sort the facts of a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Ophelia can expect a similar reply. And many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim of neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Fortune begets power, and power of fortune. That we, especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if his scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroad, Arbert. Each path is paved with good intention, but where they lead is far from clear. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are still our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Such knowledge that I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beastman, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. 'Tis the lot of the proud to distract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortunes so finite. Oh, cool. If it bleeds, we can kill it. The confirmation has just arrived from the immortal flames. 'Tis as Oriange said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. The confrontation with the Lord of Inferno is inevitable. I like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldesia have insisted I refrain from taking the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everyone's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, we'll focus on gathering and analyzing data. The Immortal Flames have already conducted preliminary investigation to Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of the Flames to speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Ophelia's words. This Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. I think I'll be taking a break soon. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Perhaps it's time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Arbert. Alphino. Arbert, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have them, Adelia. The scions of the seventh dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate have taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of Seventh Dawn, which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. I am sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Leaving Ul'dah, does it truly come to this? I think so. However, pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino awaits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I should go traveling and visit a few places as part of my quests. And I think some additional quests got added as soon as you finished things. Confounded. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Menphelia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among a great many who perished during the calamity. Flamine was her name, and though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah, she was a she was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Menphelia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamine's absence stretched from months into years, she saw there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamine is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliad, has sent word that a woman matching a song's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Menphelia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lenosi at once. Let's reconvene there and inquire with Master Gegaruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Okay, there are certain quest lines that I think I need to investigate where they start. Okay. Okay. I need to figure out where binding coil starts. Ah, we have to complete 3 primal missions first. So we have to actually go... So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that then. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a break here because I've been going for quite a while and I'm feeling a bit tired. So I think a break from FF14 would do me a realm of good right now. So yeah, I think we'll... Hold on. Remembering the past. The rise and fall of a gentleman. Corpse groom. Okay, there's a lot of quests around here that I kind of want to do. Where? Okay, I need to take a break though. Honestly, I might come back later to continue things, but for right now, I really need to take a break from the stream and just relax for a bit on my own. So that'll be it for today. Or at least for now. We might be back later with a different game. But until next time, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See yas!